Hello guys, hope you're all doing good. It's another video and I'm happy to be here once again. This week wasn't a very good week for me. It wasn't even good at all. I won't say it wasn't a very good week. And funny enough, it started off as a very great week because my first trade was a very good win of about 5 hour, or I think between 5 and 6 hour. But the problem then is that I had already reduced my risk based on the losses I incurred from last week. So I was just trying to play safe. So I reduced my risk a bit. Not a bit, maybe by half. I reduced my risk by half so that I could manage the period a bit better. And sadly, okay, started off on a good note. My pound card trade was a very, very good trade. And so I was supposed to get payout on Monday evening on my 50K, or sorry, on my 5K account. And I couldn't get the payout because even though my first trade was a win, that brought me close to break even. And I tried to use another trade on that same evening to cross over the break even point, but then that trade didn't go as planned. So I couldn't get a payout on my 5K account. And something similar also happened on my 15K account at all, and that was how the whole week just went. I didn't get a payout for the first time this year. Yeah, for the first time this year, I didn't get a payout, and that's just what trading is. So it's okay. We'll move. I'll quickly go into my charts and show you around, show you the trades I took, and why I couldn't secure a payout this week. All right, so I'm down in my chart now, and this is pound card. This was the first trade I took this week, and as you can see, it was a very, very spot on trade, and everything I do is very the same, very, very similar. So normally I wait for a break of a certain level. I check the major trends. Like if I shrink this chart, I may not even have to go to a higher time frame. I can see that it's bearish because you see it's coming from up here, and then it's broken below these support levels, come for a retracement, broke again below the support level. So we are obviously bearish, and I'm looking for sales. So when price comes back to this resistance level here, that this is a minor resistance level that has been created over a period of time. I think this is 1 day period. So when price comes to this level, I'm looking for another push to the downside because of course we are in the bearish market. And so when price came down here, when price came up here, I saw this strong push to the downside, and I was like, okay, this is my time. And I waited for price to do the retracement because normally we enter the retracement to get better risk to reward. And price did the retracement back to the top, and then I took this trade and I was able to come out at a, this was 1 to 6 hour because on my 5K account it was $25 risk, and I came out with $130. Yeah, so that's like 5 hour plus. Yeah, that's like 5 hour plus. Yeah, 5 hour plus. So that was how this one went, and this brought me very, very close to break even. So I was like, okay, let me see what I can do. Let me use, because I already knew that Nasdaq was on an upward trend that period. This is Nasdaq, and you see it's just going up. I was like, I just need like 2 hours. If I risk 1% of my account, I need like 2 hours to cross over the break even and get a payout on that Monday evening. So I entered into this Nasdaq trade. If you look at my time down here, you see that it's around 6 p.m. in the evening, which is of course Nasdaq time, because Nasdaq is US, is for US is for US markets, and it trades between 2 p.m. our time, that's 8 a.m. their own time to till evening. So 6 wasn't a bad time to looking at Nasdaq, and I did, but market had other plans for me. I just needed it to. I thought with this strong push, it would just continue to go higher, and then I entered here, and I just needed it to come to this level for me to get my payout, but then it took me out at loss. And lest I forget, this pound card, if I had gotten that my new account that I got from Funded Trader Markets, I would have been able to get this fiver on that account, and the account would be in positive now, even though my main trades for the week were just losses. Okay, so that was how Nasdaq wasn't able to give me what I needed, and I ended up with even at the end of it, I think one third of I lost one third of the profit I already made from pound card that morning, that Monday morning. So and that's how it went. So the next day I was looking at pound card again. In fact, this week I traded just pound card and pound USD. So I was looking at pound card again, and as you can see, it's just played with me that Tuesday. And I already said it was on the bearish trend. So I'm looking for sales. If I shrink this again, you will see that the move started from here. So lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Then there should be lower highs here again, because this is an impulse, and we want price to retrace before taking our entry. And I marked this high here because it was a resistance level, a minor resistance level that I expected that price would probably come to. But then a lot of times price may not come to this resistance. It can reverse from a minor resistance like here, because you see when price created this resistance, came back up here again, broke above this resistance, and then it broke below. So when it broke below, then I expected that this was support, and we can now take this trade, because this is similar to what I did here. Now look at it. From here, broke below these support levels, and then retraced and continued. So it's something similar here. From after making this support level, went up, broke below this support level. You can see it's a clear break. I need to put a line here. If you just put in my cursor here, you can see that this was a clear break. Then on retracement, I want to get my entry. Very simple strategy. And on retracement, it was supposed to move, but then it tried to move. Okay, it took me out loss first. That was my first loss for the day. I think I already broke down this trade in my last video before I trader market, but okay, let me just rush through it. Then I took another trade, and then this one too, the same thing. And this was I think it was my first trade before I trader market, and that was how I took a loss on this trade. Then can you imagine what happened at 6 something p.m.? Like, I don't know who trades by that time. Yeah, it had this massive sell-off, and this could have been, I mean, this price just went straight to this level and did this. Definitely, I'm sure I'd have been able to profit from this trade. So you see, a lot of times you execute your strategy, but it doesn't work. So you just keep on doing it. You don't change, you just keep on doing it, because you know that you have a statistical edge over the market, and if you keep on doing it, and that time, on a good day, it would work. So you just keep on doing it. And that's what I did here, but ended up in a loss. And this was that was how Tuesday went. Okay, then obviously I didn't take any trade again on pound card till the end of the week, but the rest of my trade were on pound USD. And on that same Tuesday on pound USD, I saw a very good opportunity. I just don't know why this market dealt with me this week, guys. It dealt with me, because look at pound USD again, the same thing. Okay, I know that pound USD is also bearish from the lower time frame. You can see already from here, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs too, because this is the same. Then I expect lower highs here, even though normally after a lower high, you want to see a break of the lower structure before you mark your next lower high. But then, because of the trend, I expect that this will just continue, because it doesn't always obey that rule, but it's a good rule to have in your locker. You should wait for a break of the structure before you mark your next lower high or your next higher low if it's in an uptrend. Okay, so right here you can see you have this impulse down, even though it didn't break below this level. If you had broken below this would have been a lot better to take. And then throughout the whole day, nothing much except this retracement, and I don't really like to get into retracement trades. So except this retracement, and when price came back to this high, you see it broke below this support, and that's just my strategy. Break and retest, broke below the support, and on retracement, I want to see price continue to move down, and you see price came as if wanted to move, and then I was lucky to come out of this trade, because I was already frustrated from what pound card did to me. I wasn't ready to put my money on the table. So when you started playing all these rough play, I just exited this on my account. Yeah, so and that was how That was how I escaped this loss. Then on this is Wednesday, I was looking at pound USD again, and of course it has broken below this support level here, and you can see lower highs forming again. So after pulling back here, it breaks below the support level. So we are expecting pullback, another break below. In fact, I even waited for this market to break below this support, this last support level here, just confirm its direction. Then after breaking below on pullback, I looked to get into this trade, which I did. And you can see what happened. It just played with me, made a very strong impulse downward to it. This is a 2 hour move already, almost 2 hour. Then pulled back towards my entry, and I was just frustrated and I exited the trade. And that was how I missed this opportunity. I was actually this is Wednesday, and I was expecting a payout this Wednesday evening on my 15K account. So on Euro USD, I took a trade similar to this on Euro USD on Wednesday. This is it right here, and this one played out beautifully well, but I exited, and this trade would have given me my 2 hour profit on 15K account. I would have been able to withdraw a $300 profit on my 15K account. But then I ran out of the trade because I didn't understand this pin here. I just did not understand it for what reason, whatever reason it was doing, and it was a 5 hour trade, and this trade completed before the end of the day. This is 8 p.m. So if I had maybe gone to do something, played around, I would have been able to secure a payout on my 15K account. But then on this strong push to the upside, I thought it was just going to break above and start, playing around here. And so I quickly exited the trade, and that was how I missed this opportunity. Very, very painful. This is the trade that would have given me at least $300 this week, but I missed it. And that's what trading is. That's the psychological part of trading. You have to be ready to accept it and just move on. Okay, and I think that was the only trade I took on Euro USD that week. I think I took one on Friday, but let me go to Pound USD again. On Thursday, Pound USD took me out at loss twice again. I just don't know what's going on. And it's the same thing. Pull back, break below a structure, a recent structure on retracement, take your entry. Normal, very, very textbook plan, and then this one took me out at loss. Second one too, the same thing, and I just hand off for the day. And on Friday, I just wasn't in the mood to, because I only had one win, and that was on pound card on Monday. I should have had another win on Euro USD on Wednesday and got my payout, but it just didn't work. And so on Friday, I was just weak, and I decided not to do anything. I just placed this here. I actually didn't take the trade because I felt that if I take this trade, it will do the same thing, because the week was already looking messed up. And so I didn't take this trade, and that was how we went. And if I had taken it, I'm sure I'd have recovered something. This should be up to 3 hour. Yeah, this is up to 3 point something hours. So I'd have recovered 3 hours. Is something. The reason why I did not take this trade is because didn't think it would not get to 5 hour. I did not take it because getting confused right now. I did not take it because I thought that the market would just continue to play around as it did all through the week, taking me out as stop loss, even trading my strategy. And that was the reason why I didn't take it. Not because I didn't think it would not get to 5 hour. And that was how the week went. I don't think I drew anything on Euro USD. You see, Euro USD was even going opposite of Pound USD. So you just see that it was a very crazy week. Meanwhile, gold was actually not bad all through the week. I think I have to, like, I just drew this for gold. I didn't take it, and this one went well. Went for the even more than 5 hour win. I saw this opportunity to on gold. I didn't take it, and it went. So I think I have to look more at gold, because pound, all these other pairs, pound USD currencies, they are beginning to range too much, and it's really affecting me. So I think I just have to start looking at gold next week. But let's see how it goes. This week, all my accounts were affected. So let me start with my fundednext account. Okay, so this is my fundednext account, and as you can see, I am currently in drawdown on all my um, accounts, and for the 100k account, it's actually 2% drawdown, which I started trading this account with 0.5% risk because I already knew that I was in a difficult trading period, and I've been managing drawdowns for a longer period of time now. So that's the reason why I decided with 0.5% on this account. You can see it was a very wise decision, because if it were 4%, I probably would have I would have started wondering what to do next and how to manage this drawdown. But it's okay, it's not much of a problem. And on my 15k account, this is, I think this is 5% or slightly more in drawdown. And on my Stellar Light account, this is 4 point something percent or maybe 5% in drawdown. Yeah. So, but all these are drawdowns that I can actually manage. It's not the first time, and it's not going to be the last that you face drawdown. But like I said, I think one of the problems I'm having is having to switch between risk levels. When you are 1% up, you go in drawdown, and I reduce my risk to 0.5%, then try to pull out of drawdown, then go back to 1%. And because the market is just in a range, it just keeps on, you cannot really be stable that way. So I thought of the next thing I would do would just be to reduce my risk to 0.5% in general. So once I start trading, I'm trading with 0.5%. So I don't have a reason to, because then that gives me 20 trades to take. So I don't have a reason to now be reducing the risk, because then it makes it a bit stable, because when I win my full profit, and when I lose my 0.5%, I take my 0.5% loss. And I'm not reducing the risk, so that when I now take longer time to pull out of that drawdown, and it just messes up with the profit. I don't know how best to explain this, but definitely when you start doing this practically, you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's one of my resolves, to just continue with 0.5%. Now I have two funded accounts, and with fundedness, one challenge account. So I can definitely make a good decent amount of profit trading only 0.5%, as opposed to when I was trading only one 5k account. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. Then let me quickly go into my Funny Trader Market account as well. And like I said, I would have been happier if this account got to me if I got his account on Monday, because then I would be in profit on this account. But as you will see right now, this is the third trading day, and then I am 3% down. No, not 3%. This is 1.5, because this is 10k account, and 1% will be $100. 1.5 will be 150. So this is around 150. So I would say I'm 1.5% down. I don't think I still need to spend some time on this account, so I understand. I don't see where it says the percentage um gain, or total percentage gain or loss. So I'll still go through it. But as you can see from my graph, I'm going down, but hopefully it won't be for long, and I'll be able to get this account up by next week. So that's how my trading went. You can see my history right here. So I traded more of pound card, pound USD this week, and this euro USD, yeah, on this should be, what was the date here? 27th. That was on Thursday. So that was how it all went for me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Like I said, the giveaway will be coming very soon, and you have to be subscribed to benefit from that giveaway. So till next time, bye bye.